Hey, this is Kel from Lacking Adventure, and this is the second part of the SQL tutorials. And today we're going to be going over the select statement, and it's basically the premier way to grab data. I say premier because it's the only way to grab data, really. It's the only statement that's used to actually view and sculpt the data. So, let's take a look. So I've already created a couple of tables in here, just two of them. A table for names and a table for businesses. And in order to actually see the data, you've got to craft a select statement. Well, if you're using the Designer Studio here, the Management Studio, like I showed you before, you can right-click on it and then give you this Select Top 1000 Rows. And that's going to be the easiest way to view the data. But let's do it a little bit more difficultly. Because, go up here to New Query, and we're going to start writing an actual select statement. Well, a select statement is fairly simple, and it basically has a select, and then you're going to have something. Okay, we'll fill that out in a second. But then you're going to say, well, where am I getting it from? And we're going to get it from table names. That's the actual table we're getting it from. And there's other stuff like where, but we're not going to use that yet. We'll do that in a second. So, what if we just want to grab a single column? Well, if you know what it is, you can specify. Looks like I know the ID's in there, and I know that name is in there. Okay? So, we have that, and let's go ahead and hit execute. And what shows up? Hey, we got three rows. Shows the IDs and the names. Simple enough. What if we don't know the names? Well, there's two things we could do. There's a wildcard you can use. It's a star. And I know it's kind of small, but basically what this is the wildcard star will say that I want everything from that table. So give me every column, every row. Okay? Well, it's actually just more like every column. And that will be every column. So we got not only do we have the ID and the name before, we've got address, a phone number, and emails. Okay? And we can do the same thing from the other one. So let's say we want to select star from DBO dot table businesses. Now, first thing here, before I get any further, notice I got these brackets around here. Are they required? And the answer is no. So I can hit execute here, and this will be the businesses. Works the exact same. So why do you put it there? Well, sometimes people have a naming convention that matches something else. So if we want to make sure we know exactly which one we're pointing at, or if it's a row or a column or anything like that, then we make sure we put brackets around it so the system will always know this is a column name or this is a table name. Because sometimes if I have a column that is called type, well, type is an actual field, or it's a partial field for SQL. So that's why we have the bracket. So if I throw the little bracket around it and I have type, it's always going to identify it as a row, or a column. So that's the select statement. There are other portions to this select statement. So, and these will apply to everything. There are a where, which is a qualifier sort of thing. So what where does is basically says, oh, well, I only want a portion of the data. So I want to say, well, where, name is Rob M. And then I can hit execute here. And then I'll get all that data, but only for that one specific row. Now, what if I don't care and I want all of them to run? but I want them specifically ordered. Well, there's one called order. But what do you want to do? You want to order it. You want to order it by something. But what are we ordering it by? Well, we're going to order it by ID. And we're going to do it descending order. So descending order is basically the biggest number, and then it goes down. So we're going to be going from, instead of 1, 2, 3, it's going to order it from 3, 2, and 1. Notice, and that's what it did. We could do the same thing for all the others. So what if I wanted to order it by address? Same thing, we're going to do it in descending order. Well, it's already sorted in that order. So let's try the other version, is ASC. Now, if I leave it there, notice how it has 1, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 1. It's ordered. What if I remove it? What's going to happen? Same thing. So it defaults as ascending order. Now, I'm sure that will be useful. But basically, for select, we got from, we have where, and there's another one called group by. But we'll go over that in a later. So the thing to take for this is that this is the format for your select statement, where you got select, you got from, and you've got where. And that's essentially all you have to do for select statements. Hope this was helpful for you, and if you want more information, just stay tuned for the next video, and I'll see you next time.